This is the NBA Finals, Game 2. The Pelicans come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Atlanta Hawks. Which heroes will rise? The NBA playoffs start now.
We are on the biggest stage in professional basketball, the NBA Finals. We're set for Game 2 on 2K Sports. Tonight could give us a picture of where this series is headed. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Atlanta Hawks here at their home, State Farm Arena. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. A look at the starting group for the Pelicans. Charles Bassey is out there with Barnes, and it's Marks in at the small forward position. And for Atlanta, we got Risache, and it's Grantham in at the 4. You look at New Orleans. Surprise performance in Game 1, stealing a victory on the road. But now things get real.
Yeah, they're going to have to weather the storm here with this home crowd. Stay positive even when they're on the wrong side of a run or a series of runs. And just trust what got them here.
Pass to Flanders. Here's Marks. Risache covering. Here's King. Clock at 6. Going inside. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Pass to James. Got a hand on it. Inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And Atlanta with possession here. The Pelicans getting their last shot to go. From behind the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Flanders. From downtown, and he buries his first look.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Risache. The 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. And what a run they've had in these playoffs. Only 3 losses getting to this point.
Well, we're deep into the playoffs. Only dropping 3 games is pretty incredible. They've played fantastic team basketball.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Pass to Grantham. Misses the 3.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
Bassey, pass to Flanders. Here's King. Here's Marks. Fires the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And it'll be Atlanta with their first time out of the game here. To the paint. Shot to stop the run. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Man, the defender really went after him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one misses. Good on the second one. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Hawks trail by 8. Pass to Rizachet. Six on the shot clock. For 3, James. And King pulls it down. New Orleans has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Here's Flanders. Check by James. Here's King. The 3 is up. That shot off the mark. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Outside Rizachet. There's a screen from the arc. Cranes the triple.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Bassey, the pass to Flanders. Here's Marks. This one for 3. And again, New Orleans no good.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Back to James. Shoots over Barnes. The shot by James, no good.
You can't play better defense than that, patrolling that mid-range area.
And again, New Orleans no good. Hawks trail by 5. To the middle. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Both free throws good from James.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Here's King. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good. And Atlanta making a change here. Martin's checked in. Gets them both. Atlanta calls timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
And Atlanta with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Martin a screen. To the paint. Here's Clemens. Up and in on the layup.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Here's Flanders. Check by James. Pass to King. Here's Flanders. Hits the trifecta. Flanders has got 8.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Outside Rizachet. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Here's King. 6 points for him. Flanders passes to King. Right wing from outside the arc. Clemens grabs the miss. Hawks trail by 6. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's the mark, and King pulls it down.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Bassi uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 8.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Outside Risache. Fires from deep. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Pass to King. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Okongwu's checked in for Risache.
Substitution on the court.
And it's Daniels with the ball for the Hawks. Trailing by 5. We've got Dyson Daniels, Zachary Risache out there with Onyeka Okongwu. And it's Whitehead in a shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. It's stolen by Okongwu. Now here's Daniels, guarded closely. Here's Martin, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
Here's King. Outside Barnes. To the right side. Here's Blackman. Second shot opportunity. Screen by Edey. To the inside. Here's Marks. Guarded by Okongwu. They get it back. And the dunk by Edey.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of that.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Pass to Blackman. Takes a 3. Doesn't go that time. Hawks trail by 3. And here's Risache. The 3 ball. Whitehead shot is good. Whitehead's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's Daniels. No points yet. Pass to Risache. Picked up by Okongwu. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's King. He's got 6. Outside Barnes. Let's go with a 3. And it's Martin with the rebound.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Outside Risache. Pass to Martin. Here's Whitehead. Stolen! Here's King. Here's Blackman. Clock at 6. And Martin comes to help. The 3 from Barnes. Here's King. Pass to Marks. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep. Marks has got 6.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second chance opportunities.
Now Risache. And another basket for Atlanta. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Edey. Here's King. Back to Edey. Kicks it out to Barnes. Barnes can't get that one to fall. Atlanta's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. And Daniels gets it to go on the assist from Risache. Risache's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's King. He's got 6. They double him with Risache. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Both teams will make substitutions. The Hawks leading. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Here's Grantham. Edie defends. Here's Risache. And he converts the layup. He's got 16.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's King. Pass to Edie. Kicks it out to Barnes. Launches it. Barnes drills the triple.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Now here's Risache. He's covered closely. The floater. And it's good on the layup. Risache's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
3 from Barnes. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
I like watching Barnes challenge defenses like this, earning these calls in the process.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Atlanta?
Well, they keep finding ways to get to the free throw line. The defense is being overly aggressive, and they're baiting them into fouls.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
Simmons is checked in for Edie. Pass to Grantham. Gets the 3 ball to go. Grantham's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
And they're trending in the right direction after a rough first quarter from the field.
Here's Blackman. From behind the arc. No good on the shot. The Hawks lead by 4. Risache up top. He's got 18. Down low. Here's James. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And the Pelicans shooting at a decent clip. 45% for the game. King, the pass to Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
And I like seeing Simmons take initiative and look to score, especially in screen and rolls.
Atlanta's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Here's Risache. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Barnes. And it's blocked by Martin. Pass to Risache. Four on the clock. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's King. He's got 6. Here's Blackman. Here's Marks. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Inside. And that one is hammered home.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him.
Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Pass to King. Kicks it out to Barnes. Here's Blackman. No good on the 3.
Well, you're going to struggle when you're forcing up shots like that.
Driving to the basket.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Simmons. Grantham with the rebound. Grantham's got his 5th rebound in this one. Martin against Barnes. James passes to Martin. Now here's Risache. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. Nails it from beyond the arc. And now it's an 11-point Atlanta lead.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Substitution on the board.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. Atlanta on top. They lead by 13. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're measuring up the shot.
Hello and welcome everybody. Coming into halftime of Game 2, there's an air of confidence for the Atlanta Hawks.
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
You know, that being said, Shaq, you can't get complacent. Got to keep stepping on that gas pedal.
Looking at the scenario for the New Orleans Pelicans, everyone is talking about their Game 1 victory. You think they can take the first 2 on the road?
Well, props to them for getting it done, and that first game especially. I think they can do it again, Ernie.
Well, they'll have to keep up that intensity, play sharp, and if they can, wow, headed home up to none. They'll be sitting in a great, great spot.
They would indeed. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. Without question, Zachary Risache displaying all his skills today.
Well, tonight is a big game, and you have to be impressed with the way he's come out firing.
Well, the lights are bright in this matchup, and he's had no problem playing up to the moment.
So for New Orleans right now, they've got Scotty Barnes, also Charles Bassey out there, and it's Marks in at the 3 spot. Now here's Risache. This is the most they've led, 13 points. And James puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Marks.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's Clemens. After New Orleans, 3-pointer on the other end.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
No good from outside.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Here's King. Risache covering. King, the pass to Bassey. Knocked loose. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Pass to Grantham. To the middle. Here's Risache. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
He's made 2 of his 3 attempts tonight.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Here's King. He's got 6. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. 3 from Barnes. Grantham with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 12. James. Just 5 on the clock. Atlanta again missing.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. 12 points for him.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Pass to Marks. This one for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Marks has got 11.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Now here's Risache. The D's right on him. There's a screen. 4-3. Rebounded by Flanders. Flanders has got rebound number 5 here tonight. King, pass to Flanders. And here's Barnes. Pass to King. Here's Flanders. Takes a 3. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Now here's Risache. He's guarded closely. And here's James. 6 to shoot. Here's Clemens. Defended by Bassie. And the shot's good. And the Hawks lead by 10.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
James, left side. Pass to Clemens. Outside Risache. Puts up a 3. Counted from distance. Risache's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Here's King. 6 points for him. Marks, good. Marks has got 14 points for the game.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Oh, ripped away. And now New Orleans on the break. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. He's got 16.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
The 3 from Risache. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Bassie's got rebound number 7 tonight. Down low. Here's Flanders. And he banks in the layup.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Just 2 to shoot. And King pulls it down. Pelicans trail by 6. Barnes passes to Garnett. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Martin, he's checked in for the Hawks. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Atlanta?
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers, taking advantage when given the extra opportunity.
Now, here's James. Here's King. Here's Barnes. The rebound by Atlanta. They've led by as many as 14. Pass to Clemens. It's stolen by Barnes. Here's the break. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
That one drops. He ties it up. Atlanta's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
And the Pelicans call time here. Guarded by Barnes. To stop the drought, the Pelicans pull it in. King's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. The 3 from Rizashé. Bassey pulls it in. Bassey's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's King. He's got 6. Driving in. Oh, are you kidding me?
My goodness.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Hawks trail by 4. He's guarded by Barnes. Outside Rizashé. And there's a 3-second violation. Daniels with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. We've got a Kongwu, Dyson Daniels out there with James. And it's Grantham in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
Here's King. Pass to Marks. King, the pass to Eason. Shot clock at 6. Marks, good. Marks has got 20 points.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Daniels passes to Martin. Here's Grantham. Eason with some nice D. The Pelicans trail. Pass to King. Now here's Eason. Man, unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Daniels outside. The shake. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Simmons, the pass to Marks. They swipe it. There's the block. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Eason. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason. Chasing down blocks and making an impact.
James, left side. Here's Daniels. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. Pelicans shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Pass to Eason. Dort outside. Here's King. Covered by Daniels. 6 to shoot. Eason, a screen on Daniels. King. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Intercepted. To the inside. And again, another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
Daniels outside. to shoot. To win the drought, drives to the hoop.
Flashing his athleticism there. I like when Daniels goes right at the rim.
King, pass to Marks. Pass to King. Over Daniels. Here's Marks. Here's the three. Okongwu with the rebound.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Grantham. Simmons defending.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Here's Marks. Outside Simmons. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And it's King missing. The Hawks lead by 3. Martin, the pass to Okongwu. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Martin finds Daniels. Picked up by Okongwu. The 3, James. And King pulls it down. King's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Here's Marks. It's Dort on the wing. And the Pelicans miss again.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up in.
Daniels outside. Picked up by Okongwu. Daniels outside. Here's Grantham. That three's off the mark. Pelicans trail by 3. The Pelicans call timeout. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks so much. I was able to hear New Orleans coach going over their plan during the break. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. It's Martin on the wing. Pass to Grantham. Here's Clemens. Simmons defending. It's Clemens missing.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Here's King. To take the lead. And he makes it on the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Here's Flanders. Here's King. Yep, that one goes. Now it's a 4-point New Orleans lead.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And once again, off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Pass to Barnes. Here's King. To the paint. They push it up 4 on 3. And stolen by Simmons. Floats one up. Blackman. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. Blackman's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, once he gets a step to the rim like that, it's going to take more of a defensive effort to force the miss.
To halt the run. Yes! He nails it!
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Another steal! Now here's Martin. Not a lot of room. The teardrop, it's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today. New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Pass to King. To the middle. Here's Simmons, and the layup is good off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Now Risache. Here's Grantham. 5 on the clock. They set the screen from deep. It's hauled in by New Orleans. King's got his 16th rebound on the night. That one falls. And it's a 6-point Pelican lead.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
The 3 from Risache. That shot is off.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Here's Flanders. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
The Hawks call timeout. And Atlanta making a change here. James is checked in. Hawks trail by 8. Now here's Risache. Off on the layup. New Orleans leading by 8. Here's Flanders. Driving inside. Bucket! Straight in!
And they're putting together another quality possession and taking control of this game.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
Now here's Risache. Here's Grantham. He launches. Oh, it misses.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Takes a 3. Connects again from distance.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And has now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. A minute 15 left in the 4th quarter. Now here's Risache. He's closely guarded. Yes, sir! That one's good! Here's King.
A game 2 of the NBA Finals has been decided. Now the teams will be switching venues, but boy, what an important win for the Pelicans.
Good! Another from 3.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans have never seen.
And that last triple means he's got the most threes. And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
Daniels outside. Shot clock at 5. Fires away from outside. Barnes with a rebound. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Footer is in.
This is goes to King.
And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2 games to none now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
That concludes Game 2 of the NBA Finals. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, This is Brian Anderson signing off. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.